Yes everyone, thank you for tuning into another video. It's a pleasure as always. Before I get into it, if you get any value from the video, please like and subscribe, and if you've got any thoughts or comments on what I'm going to discuss today, please leave in the comment section down below. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking or reviewing this book I recently read called The Keystone Approach by a woman called Rebecca Fett. Now, this book is a book in regards, well, it says here, healing arthritis and psoriasis by restoring the microbiome. Now, I wanted to review this book because, I've got some mild psoriasis, and recently some specialists that I saw said that they think potentially I might have psoriatic arthritis. And so I went down a big rabbit hole of research and I bought this book, and I've got to say I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Now, I thought it was really well written, it was very clear, there was loads of studies and hardcore evidence to back the claims and suggestions, and overall I actually found it a very enjoyable read. Rebecca Fett is a science writer, so I guess this would explain why it's so well written, because she's a writer and obviously has experience in writing, with a degree in molecular biotechnology and biochemistry from the University of Sydney. So immediately that gives her some very big credibility, in my opinion. She previously spent 10 years as a biotechnology patent litigation attorney in New York, where she specialized in analyzing the scientific and clinical evidence for immune targeting biologic medicines. Someone with extreme credibility. The other reason I really like this book is because she's got, I think it's psoriatic arthritis herself, so she's writing this from her own experience, which to me is always a big benefit. I always want to take someone's word who's experienced what they're talking about. For example, if someone's going to climb up a mountain, or are you going to go with the person that's read loads of books but they've never gone up the mountain, or are you going to go with the person who maybe doesn't know anything but has climbed the mountain 10 times? I would assume the latter. So this book is about diet and also the gut microbiome. Now, the microbiome is kind of it seems to be a new, I wouldn't say a fad, but something that is a very hot topic in the health world at the moment. Now, this book is, it covers arthritis and psoriasis, also other gut issues such as Crohn's, other IBS issues. There's quite a lot of things. It's mainly a book about autoimmune issues and how to hopefully adjust your diet and also take some supplementations which will really make your symptoms much more manageable. Now, I've taken a couple things from this book which appear to have helped as it stands. I always find it quite difficult to know exactly what behaviors are impacting what, but like I said, I'd really recommend this book. So, as I said, it talks a lot about the microbiome, probiotics and prebiotics. Now, this is a really in-depth subject which I still feel that we don't know that much about, but this has got some, this book really breaks it down in a simple way, and like I said, gives evidence on why one should take probiotics or prebiotics, or what symptoms might indicate what gut issues, etc, etc, etc. And essentially, one thing that it's suggesting is that if you've got an autoimmune issue, there's probably something wrong with your gut. I don't have any gut issues personally, so I'm not 100% sure. I think it says maybe most of the time. So it talks about the gut microbiome. It talks about rebalancing of probiotics, additional strategies to combat bacterial overgrowth. So I found that very useful and also quite insightful. I think as life goes on, this stuff is going to become more important. Then using food as medicine. So it talks a lot about having a Mediterranean diet, which is sort of fish, whole grains, fruit and vegetables, nuts, that sort of thing. It really shits, well, it doesn't really shit, but it kind of says you should swerve red meat. And for those of you that have watched my videos before, I have advocated the carnivore diet. I still think it's good and it really helped me from a mental health perspective. But I have a slight suspicion that it may have contributed to these arthritic symptoms I'm experiencing, because they only came after I started doing the carnivore diet. And you know, when I'm eating only a kilo of red meat a day, maybe it wasn't the best idea. Anyway, I'm still eating red meat a couple of times a week, but now I've really switched it to fish and vegetables. Really, that's pretty much it. And some fruit. And a little bit of nuts. It also talks about some supplementation, and then it sort of gives a lot of recipes and stuff like that that one can apply to their life, which again, I have to say are really simple and clear. So if you're suffering from some sort of autoimmune issue and you come across this video and you're thinking about buying this book, I'd highly recommend it. I really would. I sort of have a basic understanding of these sort of things, like really, really basic, but I'm not a sort of scientific nerd. And I really found it very clear and concise. And I'd recommend you give it a read. And for me, even if you just take a few things away from this book, but they make a difference in any symptoms you're experiencing, then it's worth it. So, The Keystone Approach by Rebecca Fett. Check it out. Anyway, I hope that video was useful. I just wanted to share my thoughts and opinion on this book, as I just wanted to give an honest opinion. And I think it's helped me, and hopefully it will help other people. So, if you got any value from that video, please share your thoughts down below. And I hope you have a peaceful evening or a fantastic day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.